Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is David Guerra and I thank you for stopping by the Rio Tea Import Company's tea review. That's right, episode number 10. Wow, double digits now. Thank you for watching, thank you for your time. Today we're going to talk about the Harney & Sons Organic Roiboos. Now I've done Roiboos before, and that was a Roiboos chai. So it's still, we're going to talk a little bit, and it's going to sound familiar, but understand, this is the Organic Roiboos. Or the Red Bush, that's the translation. Roiboos, Red Bush. Almost sounds the same. South Africa, it's caffeine free, it's herbal, it's kosher, and it's awesome. We're going to try this here in just a couple of minutes. Looking at the packet, it's a paper packet. It's no gloss. It's more of a matte finish to it. It's not glossy paper like on the other Harney & Sons teas, and we'll talk about those at a different time. It's an organic, hand-picked Roiboos herbal tea from South Africa, all the way from South Africa, on the other side of the world. Not too shabby, really nice. It's 0 milligrams of caffeine per tea bag, so that means it's awesome. A little bit about Roiboos. It was sold as a replacement for black tea without the caffeine, because black tea is definitely heavy and intense with caffeine, and if that's what you're looking for, well, that's what you're going to find in black tea, but you're not going to find any in this Roiboos. Now, the Roiboos tea is definitely steeped in many health benefits, obviously due to it being, well, an herbal, and it's caffeine free. It does have a lot of antioxidants. It's typically consumed without a sweetener, which is very good. If you've seen the past videos, I add a little, I started with sugar, but I've added honey, and on this episode we're going to do it without any sweetener, just to take it as it is. Most people take it either hot or cold, because that's one of the two ways. You really want it warm. But what you can do is put it in a to-go mug, or not mug, a container, a to-go container, and most athletes that are looking for the high antioxidants, real rich flavor, they're going to find it in the Roiboos, and it's great cold. So again, give it a shot. So you know what? Let's go ahead and let's bring this thing to, let's get it going. Here's what we're going to do. 1 cup, we're going to boil a cup of water per tea bag. That's on the back of the instructions. Sorry about that. Back of the instructions. We're going to let it steep for 5 minutes, and then, again, no caffeine. It's if you're looking for something with caffeine, this is not it. But for those of you that are looking for an alternative to something with caffeine, especially if you like the dark tea, this is your tea. So let's get started. Now, as the water is brewing, or boiling, sorry about that. We're not brewing water. We're going to boil water. We're going to talk about the tea just a little bit. We're looking for a liquor of medium to dark brown, so it already kind of starts taking you in the direction of the black tea. The aroma is supposed to be a somewhat earthy aroma, and the body is going to be light. And let's see, the flavors, we're going to have traces of a nuttiness and earthy flavors. Make this make this red tea awesome. So Red Bush tea, sorry about that. Red Bush tea, awesome. So that's straight from the Harney & Sons website. Well, let's see how close they get to or let's see how we get close to theirs. And it looks like it's about ready, so let's go ahead and steep some tea. And we're back. Just like that, 5 minutes, we let it steep, and we've got a very nice light, medium, well, it's lighter side, so it might be that there's just a little too much water, but the aroma, a somewhat earthy aroma, I don't think so. This thing is very aromatic. You smell, well, I don't want to say you can smell that it's a bush. It's coming from a bush. You can smell, it's like you're out you're just out in the countryside. You're just smelling a dry bush. And that's awesome. You do see, there are some, you can smell some dirt with it, but I'm ready to try this. So let's give this a taste here, a little sip. Careful not to burn your tongue. Remember, it was boiling, 212 degrees, water boils, and just bring it in, steep for 5 minutes, This is what your bag looks like. We didn't get a chance to see that, but there you go. There's your bag. It's just a regular tea bag, but it is a Harney and Sons. It's not the pyramid shape that you're used to with the Harney and Sons bags that I've been showing you on these past reviews. It's very reminiscent of just an old-fashioned tea bag. Kind of flips over and it clips at the top. So you could drink this tea all day long, no effects. However, there are a couple of things to consider, but I'll get to those in just a second. Who could benefit from drinking organic Robois tea? Well, anybody and everybody that loves tea. If you love tea, where'd that come from? If you love tea, this is great. Give it a try. It's not going to hurt you, and could actually help you. And I'll tell you about that in just a second. Who else would benefit? Well, anybody that wants an alternative to the caffeinated teas, the black teas. Talked about those. You want an alternate to that? This is your tea. Because again, it's caffeine free. On the same point or same side of the coin, anybody that's wishing or wants to get away from coffee, the caffeine of the coffee, and they want some great alternative, trust me, it's aromatic, just like coffee. It doesn't smell like coffee, don't get me wrong, but it's very aromatic, so if you're looking for a little something and condition yourself, once you start smelling this Robois, it is fantastic. I can see where you can add a little bit of sweetener. You could even add some milk or cream. Don't mess around with the light stuff. Don't mess around with the 2%. Don't mess around with it. It's just a little too much watered down. And yes, I understand. Some people prefer the 2% or the 1% or the low fat. You know what? That's fine. But in tea, you definitely want the whole milk. You want some cream. You want something heavy. You want something solid. Go for it here, but stay away from that 1% and 2%. It just waters it down. It will water this down. It'll still give you that milk taste, but it just won't be the real deal. Let's see. Well, for anyone that loves caffeinated tea or coffee that's caffeinated, but for whatever reason you just are not allowed at this time to drink caffeinated beverages, this is a great replacement in a pinch. It's very flavorful, very rich. I can't say that enough. And if those of you that are undergoing treatment for certain ailments that require you to stay away from caffeine, this is what you want. It's great. If you're pregnant or you're nursing, you don't want to pass along that caffeine. You don't need that caffeine in your system. But hey, this is a great substitute. I'm not saying it's going to totally replace coffee for you, but give it a shot. Oh man, let's see what else. Well, did you know that Robois is high in ascorbic acid, vitamin C? It's a vitamin in vitamin C. So you know what that means. It's also an antioxidant. It's great. It's great for cell protection, and we all need that now that we've got this. Well, these things going, and we eat all this processed food. It starts breaking down cellular structure in the cells, or breaks down aging. So again, you want to take care of that. You want to take care of yourself, loaded with antioxidants. And did you know that because it is an herbal, it helps relieve stress and nervous tension? That's right. That's what they say. It could be because, well, for one, it's warm, it's hot, it's very aromatic, and it's caffeine free. So right off the bat, those three things, without making any kind of medical claim. I'm not making a medical claim. I'm just saying just those three things alone will help relieve that tension. And that, my friends, is a very good thing. Now, it may also help, and I'm looking here at this list. I kind of put this together, this list of things. It's not a cure. It's not a cure. Again, I'm not making any medical claims, but it may help with the following: bone health, cardiovascular health, infants who have colic, stomach pains. Again, this is very good for the digestive system. Diabetes, good for the skin, kidney stones, allergies, and premature aging. Remember we talked about the antioxidants, the breakdown of cells and cellular structure. Now, before you start, let's just say you do have one of these conditions, before you actually start adding this Robois tea, again, because it's very rich in antioxidants, before you start adding that, please consult with your physician. It's essential that you do that. It's critical that you do that, because again, what if you're taking some medicines, you're taking some medication, You don't want that interacting with, you don't want the tea interacting with your medicine. And that's going to give you more troubles. I know that out there are some medicines that will interact harshly with grapefruit juice. So be careful. That's why you want to consult your physician. Make sure that the rooibos tea will work for you and your situation. Again, everybody's different, so please check with your physician. I can't stress that enough. Just please do. Now it's cooled down just a bit. I start tasting that earthiness. It's there. You taste the bush. You taste the ground. It's got a little bit of a nutty flavor to it. It is there, just so it doesn't overpower. It's not like the wine that we did. It didn't overpower, but it was there. The peach flavor was there in that wine, that steep wine. The same thing here. The nuttiness is there, but it could just be because of where it comes from, where it's found, and it's close and low to the ground. Remember that. It's a bush. Again, they come in various shapes, sizes, boxes, containers, tins, whatever. Find one. Make sure it's organic, and it's got to be organic. Make sure it's kosher, because again, it's been handled the right way. You don't want anything, mishandled, or just it's been properly taken care of. And it's just more of a quality control than anything. I'm not saying, oh, it's kosher because it's got to be this. No, I'm just saying because there is quality control standards right stamped on the labeling and on the package. So you want that. You definitely want that. Especially stuff that's come off the ground, come from a bush, and it's traveled quite a long ways. You want to make sure that there are built-in quality control. So by all means, give it a shot. Again, this is the Organic Rooibos Tea from Harney and Sons, and it's awesome. It's awesome. So if you get a chance, stop by the store at 2212 Primrose, Suite A. We've got plenty to sell you. It's fantastic. Again, new moms or expecting moms, stop by. We got this for you. It's great. I don't know what more to say. We've got other teas, but the Organic Rooibos, very flavorful, very good for you, and full of antioxidants, and full of the good stuff. So let's see you stop by. We'd love to talk to you. We'd love to sell you some tea, but again, stop by. Enjoy. Oh, that's good.